Alright, hey, as of this recording, this is the last of the Shinkengers. I present Shinken Red Shiba Kaoru version. Alright, interesting enough, she is technically an exclusive, but nowhere on her box I see the Bandai Collector Shop logo. I don't know why. Like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's Shinken Blue's box, and on all the Bandai exclusives have this thing. And she doesn't have it anywhere on her box. But she is an officially licensed toy product, so I guess who cares? I'm glad I have her. Alright, the box is nice. As different to Shinken Red to Kaoru version, it is white and not red again, which I guess is cool for display, because you can have all the boxes sitting next to each other and they don't look like duplicate. Blech. Let me start over. Duplicates. There we go. Okay, cool. So we got Shinken Red. On the background, it's not like a gold strip. It's like a blackish gray onyx strip. I guess that's cool. And then on right here, Shinken Red, Kaoru Shiba. On the top, fire symbol in the pentagon. Shinken Red, Kaoru Shiba. The red kanji, which is done with red stroke and not gold stroke, like the 5 initial Shinkengers, and Shinken Gold had a blue stroke. And then Shinken Red again, Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. On the box, you get a nice grid of a whole bunch of different poses you can get her into, looking really nice and stuff. I really like that one. Okay, so that's that. Maybe I can, if you want to, use out the box for the moment, but here's Shinken Red to Kaoru's box. You can just imagine them both being in there. And there's the sides, if you so chose. And there's their backs. Two totally different figures doing totally different things with the same weapons. So, I guess nothing left to do now but to, you guessed it, get her opened. Alright, here we have Kaoru in her tray. Looking pretty good. The tray is pretty involved, actually. There's pieces everywhere. I mean, you have Kaoru in her nice little section right there. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hands making the L shape right here. And you got 2 other hands right here. This is the little groove for you to stick your thumb in to pull the tray out the box. And you got her action skirt pieces all throughout here. Giant Rekadai, and then across here you got the not the shuttle phone. Well, the shuttle phone is right here, and you got the Shinken Maru all the way up here. So hey, they did a good job of conserving space, because the way the tray for Shinken Red to Kaoru was designed, they couldn't figure out a way to fit the Rekadai Zanto on the same tray. But here they did. I don't know if that helped with the price for us, but it definitely helped with the price for them, that they didn't need a second tray or a bigger box. So here we have her, standing up, or not. Hold on. One moment, please. Technical difficulties. Alright, Shinken Red Shiba Kaoru. A very nice looking Red Ranger. So far, to my knowledge, the first official Red Ranger in Sentai. Even if she isn't on the main team, she counts as an extra hero for some reason. But to me, she's red. Whatever. And Bandai of America, no, I'm sorry, Power Rangers. And here in the States, the first female Red Ranger was Charlie from SPD, the A Squad Red Ranger. But she turned evil, so I kind of count her out of canon. But that's just how I feel personally. And Samurai hasn't revealed if they're going to have her yet. And if they are, I'm assuming she's going to be Jaden's sister and not Jaden's 16-year-old mom. Anyways, here we go. Kaoru's looking nice with her double elbow joint. And her swivels on the wrists and the hinges. Then the head can go anywhere. Ab crunch. Waist swivel. And you got double knee joint, go all the way back, that looks cool. Ankle swivel and toes, awesome. And you got a very nice range of articulation even with the skirt. Really looks cool, and I also love the fact that it's not just Shinken Red Kaoru with the skirt on. She actually has the female mold, where you can see that it looks more feminine. Well, maybe the helmet's the same, but the body is definitely different. Kaoru comes with a lot of hands. Some are used for holding things, and there's quite a bit for just roll call poses, which I really appreciate in a figure like this. The classic Shinkenmaru that all the Shinkengers have, and the Shotophone all the Shinkengers have, you know, except for Genta, of course, duh. And then you got the action skirt pieces, which if you want to see me swap this out, see my Shinken Yellow review. I do a full swap out of that. Because I only really need to do it once. They're all the same pretty much. Now, pretty much that's all the accessories. She doesn't come with an origami, which is kind of a disappointment, because she could have, I don't know, possibly came with little origami forms of the maybe beetle, swordfish, and tiger, or whatever, since the other mechs have been released, or maybe even came with the bull. Because the Kyoryu origami, you know, the dinosaur sword that turned into a shark somehow when it came to the States, that came with the Hyper Shinken Red, which I do not own and is not going to be in this series of reviews. But nevertheless to say, here's the Rekadai, which is the exact same that came with Shinken Red Kaoru. You know, the disc still comes off, so you have two lion discs, and it comes off, trust me. I just don't want to really take it off. I guess it's nice to have a spare in case you break one, since the handle is kind of funky. If somebody's really clever, they could probably modify this to turn into bazooka mode, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're a novice. And even if you're expert, be careful, because this weapon is really hollow, for weight reasons, I suppose. I think I have a theory of why this is the same thing and they didn't give us the bazooka mode, even though it would have been much appreciated. With Kaoru, pretty much, if she didn't look the way she did, we probably wouldn't have gotten her, and what I mean by that is S.H.Figuarts doesn't seem to be focused on releasing a lot of additional heroes when they first started for Sentai. And the reason why we were able to get Kaoru is because they already have the female mold set up for Mako and Kotaha. And since her body is the same as theirs, all they had to do was dye all the pieces red again and pretty much use the same head they already have molded for Kaoru. And, you know, the Shinkengers come with the same sword, the same Shotophone, and they just said, let's just give her the same weapon. It'd probably cut down on costs for them, production costs. And hands, I think they're easy to produce. You know, I really don't know how paradoxical it would be to have two Rekadai, and I don't even know if it's paradoxical to have both Kaoru and Kaoru standing next to each other. Actually, where's Kaoru? Here, get in the shot, boy. Stand there with your mommy. Anyways, yeah, because I can't think of a time in Shinkenger when both of these Rangers stood together in Ranger form. See, this is what I'm kind of confused on, because I don't know if there's one Shotophone in particular that activates the fire samurai power, if that makes any sense. Because, you know, when that story arc where Kaoru was revealed not to be the actual head of the Shiba family, and it came to be Kaoru. Kaoru was a ranger, and Kaoru was down in the dumps, and not a ranger. So, I don't know if they can both be together, but in toy form, they do look pretty nice together, actually. I display them together all the time. I think they go hand in hand. You can have two Reds. Maybe she can lead the girls, and he can lead the boys. I don't know. I don't know. What am I saying? What I am saying is, even though in Shinkenger this might be a little paradox, if you're going the Gokaiger route, then it works perfectly. because there are two different Ranger keys, a male Shinken Red key and a female Shinken Red key, and they have been both used at the same time before. The most notable time I can think of is that episode when I am Gokai Pink was just kicking all butt, and she teamed up with Marvelous as the two Shinken Reds, and they just tore the crap out of this one dude who killed her parents. She was like the Batman of that episode. So, hey, that's my little rant on that. Okay, I know I probably have more to say about the character herself than the figure, but that doesn't dock her any. It's only because I've reviewed the other 6 prior to her. There's really nothing new I can cover that I haven't covered already. But this is a great figure. She looks amazing. I'd say she does deserve a spot in even most casual collector, because let me start over. The most casual collector's collection, because I mean, what she stands for is just something totally new. It's like Super Sentai taking a new route. To me, I honestly think that in the next few years, we as a human race who loves Toku is ready to have an official Red Ranger, the one who leads the team from episode 1 to the season finale. I believe we're ready. And I think Kaoru was a good stepping stone. Maybe they were testing her out to see how fans would react. And I absolutely love her. And if you know me, you know that I absolutely love the girls. I mean, when I figured out when S.H.Figuarts was making Sentai figures, starting out with Shinken Red and them, I was kind of, iffy about the price point. But once I heard that they released Kaoru, I just had to have her, because really there's no good figure of her anywhere. I mean, PR doesn't have one of her yet. I don't think there are any vinyls of her anywhere. So S.H.Figuarts is the only way to get a figure of her, besides the Ranger key from Gokaiger, and I don't really think that's a figure. That's just a tool. So yeah, she looks great. I definitely recommend her. I guess I have to be fair and put my bias aside. She really isn't necessary if you're just looking for the main team. Like I said, she is counted as an extra hero. But hey, just pick her up. And since this is the final bit of the Shinkenger team review, I might as well put everybody in the shot. Let's see. I'm hoping nobody will fall down. By the way, if anybody's curious, the order that I purchased these guys in is not due to when they're released, but due to who I wanted the most and who I could get my hands on at a reasonable price. If I had my way about it, Kaoru would have been my very first figure art, and she was planned to be my very first figure art, but then all of a sudden, a few weeks later after I was planning it, Toys R Us announced that they were selling Shinken Red and Shinken Gold, and at a $35 price point, which is pretty much unbeatable, because I can just go to the store and pick it up and wouldn't have to worry about shipping from Japan or whatnot. But so I got first was red and gold. I got them at the same time, but I guess I opened red first. It'd be red, then gold. Then I got Kaoru immediately for the Christmas season, and then also for the Christmas season I got pink and yellow. Bought them from CS Toys at the same time. And then after that was green. Long after that was green. And then blue to finish it up. So, yeah, pretty cool. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I should have just did Mako right here. That would have worked better. And then finally Chiaki right here. Because then it would have been boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. You know, pretty even. That's just me nitpicking with display. Anyways, I'd like to say S.H.Figuarts, for their first complete team, they did a fantastic job. This, for a trial run, this was great. I mean, the articulation is so much better than the figures we've been getting in the past. So for its flaws, it can be totally forgiven. And with all the different little bitty details that were added in with the paint and the sculpting is really, really much appreciated. I mean, from a distance, if you can't see these guys' joints, you would think that they're the actual suit actors, because they can move pretty much to the extent of the human body. I highly recommend getting at least one if you haven't tried out S.H.Figuarts yet, because they're amazing. And Shinkenger, everybody loves Shinkenger, and most people love Power Ranger Samurai, who are not fans of Shinkenger. It's a one or the other or both relationship between them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Click right here. I'll put it right here, a link right here to the picture video where all these guys are in different poses and stuff. You know, for time's sake, I can't do all those poses in the video, so you can see the pictures there. I'll give you some time to click, if you so choose. If you want to, you don't have to click it. It won't hurt my feelings. Actually, it will. Please click it. Please see my pictures. I put a lot of time into that. Please. Please click it. Come on, click it, please click it. If you don't click it, I will send War Machine to come get you. Or not. Alright, fine then. So, if you don't want to click that, then you can just, click here to go back to the main menu, because maybe it's possible that Kaoru wasn't the last that you've seen in my reviews, and when you go back to the main menu, then you can click on another one of these guys if you so choose. I guess I can give you a little hint to the next series of reviews which is coming up. Yeah, they're coming. Don't know when, but they're coming. See you later. Jaden's 16-year-old mom.